Hello everyone, I am Deepak Kunyal and I welcome you to this new series of tutorials on Python for beginners. In the first part of this series, I am going to discuss about the motivation behind learning Python. So I am not going to say anything on my own. I will just use this Google search engine, type some queries here and get the answer from there, which you can do on your own and read those things in detail to understand the real things that people are talking about Python in the whole world. And then from the next lecture onward we can start downloading the Python, installing it and running some codes. So let us start. You can go to the Google and type this thing, Python programming. There are multiple suggestions, we don't need them. So what we have to do now, so this is the first link, which is documentation of Python, and it will have multiple things like tutorials of Python or documentation of Python, and then a link for downloading the Python, right? And that thing we are going to discuss in coming lectures. Before that, let us start with some motivation. I will make it bigger. Now you can't see me, but you can see the things that are important for you. Here you can see it is the Stack Overflow survey, and what Stack Overflow does, it releases a survey, developer survey every year. So this is survey of 2020. If you look at this, most loved, dreaded and wanted language. So you can see Python is on top of this wanted list. And what is the meaning of this wanted list? If you look at the technology that developers report that they don't use but want to learn, Python takes the top spot for fourth year in a row. So if you look at the loved part, you can see that Rust is on the top, then TypeScript and then Python. So for 5 years and running, Rust has taken the top spot, and this is most loved programming language. And TypeScript is second, and it has surpassed Python. But Python is on third and increasing or growing very quickly, right? Then there are dreaded language. So dreaded means these are the developers who are developing with the language or technology but have not expressed intent in continuing to do so. So coming in the top in this language is actually not good. So maybe Python is in the bottom list. That means there are only 33% people who don't want to continue with it, but in case of VB it is 80%. And then there are some other things. You can click on popular technologies, and here you can see all the respondents are saying that these are the most popular technologies, then HTML, CSS, SQL, and after that Python. So JavaScript is also growing very quickly and people are loving it, but Python is also on the similar level, right? After that you can see the multiple application of Python. I am just using this freecodecamp.org to find out these three regions and main application of Python. So here you can see it says that there are three main applications. One is web development, another is data science, and data science includes machine learning, data analysis and visualization, and then after that scripting. So if you know a little bit about web development, you might be knowing that Django and Flask are very important frameworks or very popular frameworks of Python for the web development. So you can certainly learn these and do good in web development. After that, let us move to data science part. And these days, you know how much people are using machine learning or using Python for data analysis or visualization. So it is very important skill to have these days, and there are a lot of jobs available in the data science. So you can read this article also. I will not go into the detail of this. So these are some applications where machine learning is being used: recommendation system, face recognition, voice recognition, and then there are some popular machine learning algorithms. You can read these, right? So then there are some libraries available. So all these are written in Python. And finally we can talk about scripting part. So here is the visualization part first. So matplotlib, if you have heard about it, you can use this for good visualization or creating charts and graphs. And then scripting means you can write small programs and automate some manual tasks. and then gaming and desktop application. So you can see that we are using Python in a lot of areas, right? So there are a lot of applications of Python. You can use them there. Clear? Then there are some other websites also. This is Edureka, and this is also talking about 10 reasons why you should learn Python. So you can read these 10 reasons here. So the first point is Python is very popular and provides high salary. So I think now it is a great motivation for you. You can learn Python and use it in data science or scripting or automation. Then big data, it support testing, computer graphics, artificial intelligence, web development. This language is portable and extensible. That means you can use it in multiple platforms. It's simple and easy to learn, and where you can see that it is easy to learn, you can see the Java code, and similar code is written in Python. So this is just one line, and here in Java we are writing 3 lines. So Python makes things very easy to write, and rest of the things you can read it here. I will not go into the detail of that. Similarly, this is Geeks for Geeks. You can use this platform for learning many skills like data structure, algorithms, and even it talks about Python and all that. So there are multiple articles here. One of the article here is 12 reasons why you should learn Python, and then it talks similar reasons which we have seen in previous website Edureka. So it talks about it that Python is preferred language in data science, and there are some libraries here. Then it's easy to learn, that is cross-platform, open source, and so on. There are vast libraries available. It is very flexible. High salary. It's again talking about high salary. The salary of Python engineers is comparatively higher as compared to others in industry. So you can convert it in rupees. If you are from India, if you are from any other country, you can convert into your currency. So then it talks about scripting, artificial intelligence, graphics, testing, web development. So these two articles are almost similar. So I think this is enough motivation for you to learn Python in future. So from the next tutorial onwards, I'm going to start with downloading and installation of Python, and then we'll run some simple codes, and we'll start with that. All right. So I think it is enough for this tutorial. See you in the next video. Till then, thank you so much.